The emotion, the intensity, the celebration, and whether in the light of day or dark of night, one thing never changes. We're all united with the Mountaineers.
Welcome to the United Bank Playbook with Coach Dana Holgorsen.
Preparation continues as West Virginia gets set to take on Kansas State. You said during your press conference this week that you'll know where Kansas State's going to be defensively. They're not going to try to smoke and mirror you, but rather it's how they play, with the efficiency that they play. As a guy calling the plays, which do you like better? Do you like the challenge of the team that's going to try to trick you, or do you like knowing where they're going to be?
Well, it's usually the ones that are hard to prepare for because you don't know where they're at. They got a lot of different looks. Those are the teams that are easy to play against. They're hard to prepare against. They're hard to come up with the plays, but they're easy to execute plays because they're usually out of position or they're not as technically sound. A team like Kansas State makes it easy to come up with plays. I know how to call plays that attacks their defense. Execution's the problem because they're just so good at what they do. They're always going to be in the right gap. They're always going to play with great pad level. They're always going to be in position in the secondary. They're never going to have any busts, and they're going to be able to get off blocks and be physical making plays. So it's easier to call plays, harder to execute.
The ultimate question has seemed to be this season that what are they doing with their safeties? Are they going to bring them down, or are they going to have the box open? Will that allow you to run? What do they normally do?
Much like TCU, I mean, they're going to play us a favorable box. We got to be able to scheme up some things and be able to sustain blocks up front to be able to get those guys into the secondary. They got a sound group of secondary guys that rally and make tackles. They got a physical group up front. Nothing flashy about them, but physical group up front where they do a great job of getting off the blocks. So it's going to be a challenge for our offensive line being able to finish those blocks.
Health-wise, you feel really good with where you are, right?
Yeah, mentally and physically, I really do. I thought, the off week was good for us after a 6-week stretch of some pretty tough games, and I just needed a little bit of a break. I needed to be able to heal up as well. The only guys on the injury report are 4 long-term guys that haven't really been playing this year anyway. So guys are relatively healthy. Everybody's got bumps and bruises, but our depth has been able to allow us to be able to maintain health as well. And I think Mike and his guys downstairs in the weight room have done a great job as well.
Last question for you. Some people say old school. They think that's a negative term. Is it fair to say that what Kansas State does is play old school football, yet it works really well?
Yeah, old school football by being able to play smart. Their guys just don't beat themselves. They don't beat themselves with their schemes. They don't beat themselves with penalties. They don't beat themselves with turnovers. I mean, these guys really do a good job of just playing good, sound, technical football. I got a great admiration for Coach Snyder because of that. And again, it's our job to be able to attack it. It's our job not to beat ourselves, which will put us in a position to be able to be successful in the end.
Coach, we wish you the best.
Thank you.